What's up, YouTube? It's the Mudface. We're having a little morning today. Got up, got the animals fed, got ready for work. Gonna leave for work. And I've got a flat. Now, I've known for a little while I've had a slow leak. You know, maybe put 4 or 5 pounds in every 3-4 days. But I hadn't driven the truck in a couple of days. In fact, I think it was Thursday I last drove my truck. Today's Wednesday. So I go pull the compressor hose and plug it in and put air in my tire. And I finally see where the leak is. Things are wet. We've had a lot of rain in the last couple of days. Looked like about 3 inches in the last 36 hours. So the moisture around the screw that I ended up finding in my tire was bubbling. So I grabbed the plug kit out of the back of the truck because, you know, preparedness and all. Plugging a tire is faster than changing a tire. Whip out my Leatherman. The Phillips head screw is a little stripped out, so I open up the flathead. Trying to pry this screw out, snap. There's the flathead blade from my 2-week-old Leatherman rebar. So 10 out of 10, do not recommend using a Leatherman rebar screwdriver tool to pry a small sheet metal screw out of a rubber tire. The blade will not survive. So I go in the garage, I grab a regular screwdriver, grab a pair of needle nose, and come back out. Get the screw out, plug the tire. No problem. 2 minutes. So that got me to thinking about vehicle preparedness. What do you keep in your vehicle? When I got my spare tire, my scissor jack, and my factory tire iron. Okay? What else? Do you have any kind of a first aid kit? Because statistically, you are more likely to need a first aid kit when in your vehicle than you would a truck gun. Statistically, you will never need a truck gun. So first aid, I've got what I always have. I have to redo my everyday carry video because the YouTube overlords said that a couple of links in my description were me trying to sell firearms, which YouTube, I am not selling anything. I am not affiliated with anybody selling anything in a manner that would make me money. Also, for the YouTube overlords, these videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do not break local, state, or federal regulations and tell them that the Mudface told you to do so, because this is me not telling you to do so, telling you not to do so. Sorry, I'm a little animated this morning. Like I said, it's been a morning. So, do you have a first aid kit? I have my first aid kit in my pocket. The Slick Kit from Refuge Medical. Sexy legs in khakis, as they call it. I've used that kit. I also carry a soft T tourniquet. So, that's my front line, what's in my pockets. I also carry a Bear Fac, also from Refuge Medical, the original iteration, their original product. Head to refugemedical.com, get your medical needs, get your first aid kits. And these aren't boo-boo kits. These are trauma medicine kits. Though they've got some boo-boo kit options too. Tell Bear that the Mudface sent you. Unfortunately, it's not going to get you any discount. But, you know, if I send enough people that way, maybe he'll give me a code to give you guys. Again, I'm not trying to make any money off of it. I just want to see everybody make it home at the end of the day. Because that's what preparedness is. Okay, so, do you have a first aid kit? Do you have a small toolkit? Remember a time when I was in college, I had a battery issue. My battery died. I was at a Walmart, so I went inside, I grabbed a battery, I came out, and I realized I didn't have any way to change this battery, so I had to go back into Walmart to buy a small toolkit. Now, if I just had that toolkit, by the time I came out with this new toolkit, I could have been on the road. So a small toolkit. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. A pair of pliers. Maybe a small socket set. Nothing crazy. Do you have a tow strap? Especially if you have a truck and you live in the country, you should have a tow strap. Well, I got four-wheel drive. Yeah, I have four-wheel drive on both my vehicles. Last year, I got my Jeep stuck in 2 feet of snow at the bottom of my driveway for about 24 hours. Okay, so first aid, toolkit, tow strap. What else should you have? Well, I think you should have a bag. Call it what you will, a get-home bag, emergency bag, a bug-out bag, an inch bag. I don't care what you call the bag. But you should have a bag in your vehicle. It's got some necessities. What happens if you can't make it home? Catastrophic vehicle failure and you have to stay where you are for an extra day. You have to change your clothes, underwear, socks, maybe a clean shirt. Weather changes. Do you have a jacket? You break down on the side of the road and you're going to be spending the night in your vehicle because you're out in the middle of nowhere waiting on somebody to come get you, a tow truck or something. Do you have a blanket? Do you have water? Maybe a way to filter some water if you run out of water. Over the counters. Do you have pain pills, antacids, gas pills? Some emergency calories. context, so I also keep a pair of emergency glasses in that bag. In case something happens to the contacts. Hand sanitizer. Wet wipes. Maybe a contractor trash bag or two. A backup battery to charge your cell phone. Flashlight. Because it gets dark every day. Yes, I have my truck gun, and I have extra magazines for it. I have ratchet straps. I have my tire plug kit. I have my spare, my jack, my 4-way, not just the factory tire iron. 'Cause those things suck. You know, come wintertime, do you carry a little bit of kitty litter in case you get stuck on some ice? They carry some road flares. Preparedness isn't just about having a bug out bag and having 30 years worth of freeze-dried Patriot Front food. And I know it's not Patriot Front. Half these companies have some patriotic name. Make you think you're doing your patriotic duty. But I digress. I want to see you get home. And if keeping a couple extra things in your vehicle, in your trunk, under the back seat of your truck, behind the seat of your truck, in your toolbox of your truck, if having a couple extra things, like a first aid kit, like water, way to filter water, an extra jacket and a blanket, if that stuff makes sure that you get home, then it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. So, sidebar. Obviously, I'm back from my week-long ban from YouTube. 1 weekend, they hit me with a ban. Apparently, and I can only surmise this because they don't do a good job of telling you what you did wrong. They just told you did something wrong. I can only surmise that a couple of links that were in my description, which linked back to places where you might go to purchase sporting goods, that those got me flagged for trying to sell firearms. YouTube, I'm not selling anything. Not yet. I don't have a product. I'm my product. So, yeah, I don't really want to sell anything here anyhow. I sell all day, every day at work. Y'all have a good day. We'll be uploading some videos. I have some content that I created to replace what was deleted. I have some content created that kind of goes in a little conspiratorial avenue from a book I started reading. So, got some good stuff coming up. Do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, ring the little bell icon, share the show with someone you know. Get what you need.